Hello and welcome to DD Nagaland, and in the studio we have Tenuso Sekose, State HRD Consultant, and Engineer Wangjang Beni Audio, SDO Sanitation and WSSO PhD. Well, ladies, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Well, viewers, we are going to talk about Swachh Bharat Mission, and this was, as you all know, launched in the year 2014, right?
Yes.
2nd October, and we have with us experts in the panel to discuss with us on how the program is rolling here in Nagaland. So, getting on, first question to you, Tenuso.
Yes.
So, simply put, what is Swachh Bharat Mission and what are the objectives?
Well, the Swachh Bharat Mission, as you mentioned, it was launched on the 2nd October 2014 by the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi. So, with an aim to achieve a clean India by 2nd October 2019. The Swachh Bharat Mission was achieved in 2019.
Yeah.
So, this impossible task was achieved by generating the people's movement at the grassroots level.
So, when people, but I will have more discussion on that. Moving on to you, Engineer Wangjang Beni, what are the components of Swachh Bharat Mission? And this is phase 2, right?
Yes, phase 2.
Okay, so what are the components which you'd like to tell us a little bit?
Okay. SBMG phase 2 being a mission mode program, the GOI have set different components to be covered under this. It's just an addition of few components in addition of SBMG phase 1.
I see.
There are some few additional components. So firstly, to ensure that all rural households have access to safe toilet, and to facilitate a positive behavior change to end open defecation, construction of individual household latrines, IHHL, is an important component of SBMG phase 2, which were left out during the phase 1, which could not be completed, or there are new households which were left out and all this. So this component shall consist of constructing a substructure which confines the human feces, a superstructure, and a water storage facility for washing hands and cleaning for proper hygiene. And the second component, we have retrofitting of toilets.
I see.
That is a measure to rectify technology gap, a problem affecting a toilet. Say suppose a toilet have only a single pit, so a twin pit can be constructed. Or suppose the superstructure have needs a revamp or retrofitting, that can be done. Or the wide junction in a sock pit, technical term or some technical terms. So any technological gap or problem through retrofitting, we can rectify it. And the third component is construction of community sanitary complex, CSC.
I see.
So the CSC consists of separate facility for men and women. So which is to be constructed in a suitable location of a particular village, which can be utilized by the village community, and also a cluster of households where there is space constraint for constructing individual household latrines. So this CSC can be opted in those situations when IHHL cannot be constructed for all the households. A cluster when there is space constraint, so they can utilize a community sanitary complex.
So, मैं तो clear एक बार बुझिबोलो मंदो. Simply put, layman's term हिसाब ते, इधर open defecation free हो बोले करने toilet बनाई दिवो. आरो इधर private individuals ला गोर करने. आरो इधर पोड़े जोदी इधर एक ता private individual ता ला गोड़े open defecation free, I mean toilet बना बोले जगह नहीं बोले दो. एकता suitable area there, community cluster houses kan आइगिने इधर facility use करूँ बोले करने एकता आरो भी बनाई दी बोले पड़ेगा.
That is a community sanitary complex. Yes, very much. So this CSC, when completed, it has to be operated and maintained by the village community itself. So the fourth component is solid waste management. So under solid waste management, every village must be provided with biodegradable waste management system. Govardhan. Govardhan is converting bio waste into biogas. And under solid waste management, there is also plastic waste management system, which is a new addition to under phase 2.
I see.
So the easiest method of biodegradable waste is composting, which everyone practices at our own household if we have open space or anything like that. So it can be bought at household and at community level. And in community level, it can be in a specific strategic area of a village. It can be in public places or cluster of households, strategic areas.
I see.
So, and Govardhan is a system where animal waste and kitchen waste or market waste are converted into biogas and bioslurry for ensuring that the village is clean. So that all these things are utilized without going into waste.
I see. So, idu waste can't idu Govardhan laga utilization karne idu hambi banai dibo niki?
Yes, the plant will be constructed. Yes.
That's very good. Yeah.
And plastic waste management refers to collection, storage, transportation, and disposal of plastic waste in an environmental friendly way. So under this plastic management, every village will be there will be a storage facility for every village, and also there will be a plastic waste management unit or a material recovery center at block levels in every block level, so that the villagers can collect their plastic waste and keep, and those will be transported to the plastic waste management unit.
I see.
Material recovery center.
Oh, that's very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
So proper management of this waste can improve the overall health and wealth of the village community, improve aesthetic view of the village.
Yeah, definitely.
And also stops incorrect disposal of waste in open spaces and in water bodies, and also burning.
Yeah.
So and the fifth component is liquid waste management. Under this liquid waste management, every village should be provided with grey water management system and fecal sludge management. Okay, grey water is usually generated from kitchen use, bathing, washing, and also storm water comes under grey water management.
Okay.
And all this grey water should be treated before disposing into open spaces or in free land.
I see.
So one of the best example is sock pits. The most commonly used as of now by the department is sock pit. It can be bought at household and community level, like I said.
Yes.
As done in solid waste, in liquid waste also it can be bought household level or community level. It depends on the topography or it depends on the density of population. There are so many criteria for your technology wise when it comes to technology wise.
Yeah.
So the more with Jal Jeevan Mission coming in full swing,
I see.
The more the fresh water, the more the wastewater will be generated.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, and so there should be a proper method to dispose this grey water. And one practical method which we can practice in rural area is every Naga rural households have small kitchen garden.
Definitely.
So the grey water from the kitchen can be conveyed to that kitchen garden.
Yes.
So that it can be reused and it can be beneficial and nutritious for the kitchen garden also. But one disadvantage is during storm season it may hamper. Yes. And the other thing is there will be oil and grease, so there should be a filter for that. But that is the best simple example of reusing our grey water from kitchen.
But it has to training be boosting.
Yes, very much.
I just want to make some points here for our viewers. Bishido koise.
Yes.
Mola dimag kiman duri se But something that had really concerned me, moi monte the bishi babi thagya. As you do opportunity logine, etia mohan open defecation free and naga kotha kwa them de itu jana bolemon. Sock pick kwado bishi important ase. Aro itu laga importance to mohan etia be moidu Kohima town manu ase. तो कोहिमा टाउन लगा सिनेरियो है कोई ऐसे मैं लगा एग्जांपल तो बाहर ला दो ना जाने बोले कोहिमा टाउन दे मैं दिखी थका दो आपने ठीक भाभी थका दो होय इधु पानी पूरा दम दे होय ना इधु पानी पूरा दम दे सब मानो एक्स्ट्रा स्मेल एकता है होय ना नॉय अलग भी पूरी से खुली दी से ना तो इधु तो बेसिकली सॉक पिक बनाना है ताकन इदु अना तहान नाला दे रिलीज करिया से और इदु ठीक न होय इदु मोहन करने बिया से नात करने भी बाल नहीं तो to itu karne etia department bra mohange hikai ase sock pick laga importance to aro mohambi milli kine department logo milli kine itu busibule lage aro Kohima town to etia authority kham bra kine ka control kuribo olubi public manu apni moi aji jani loise etu gone para top to itu discourage kurule parile bal bosti de thaka khan to bishi kopal bal apnar khan to mati jaga bishi ase etu gone toilet banaise gule toilet to bishi important time ase de toilet pura hai idea bal bhi olai etu gone toilet to aram thagibole lage aro sock pick maintain kuribole lage aro itia mokhan engineer bra kwan isna kitchen garden khan banatam de itu tam de mohan IC la bi kotha ko itia hiwo holibi kitchen garden laga kuriatam de itu pani khan gray water ko ase itu color de na babiwe holibi mohan kitchen bra pani ula khan na edu han du mohan tani gine bagan khan de diso gole edu ba holi moi edu scientifically kine ga kure moi na jane department khan bra tahan laga staff khan bra igine hikaiso gole mon digine hikibi be progressive age jawole na holibi ite IEC de tahan kine ga igine apni han ki hikawo edu hudiwo IEC laga de na so moving on to Tenuso talk to us about the role of IEC and capacity building in attaining ODF open defecation free plus status.
Okay. IEC, that is information, education and communication. So this is about it's an approach to bring about behavioral change. So IEC is not about constructing an infrastructure for ODF plus village, but to bring about behavioral change of the masses to adopt better sanitation and hygiene practices. Therefore, in order to attain the ODF plus status, it is very essential that the IEC strategies, planning and effective implementation plans are being made. So in view of this, sanitation and WSSO PHED has deliberated various activities and plans to nudge the communities into adopting safe and sustainable sanitation practices. So some of the plans and activities includes preparation of detailed IEC plans to reach out to all sections of the communities. This is to be done with the resource of IEC consultants that we have across the districts.
I see.
And then engaging related agencies, NGOs, institutions like the schools, Anganwadis, faith-related, faith-based leaders, and
Aro idu
IEC
IEC kuradu apnar khan plan khan banai ase na aro IEC consultant khan bi ase to moi itia moi laga experience te dikhya do IEC koilo do mohan likhigene bishi die do na mohan bishi die kiba ekta nutun acha gule likhigene die puriya manu ajikali kumti sab manu bi mobile de sawole mon edu gane apnar khan video IEC khan banai na banai aro edu language alag te Nagaland do language है बोटा तो language अलग बनाए ना बनाए बना बोले plan है ना नहीं आरो बनाए से Nagamis पाबिए ना पाबिए मैं लाभ अपना दे दो Nagamis तो एकता language हो से सब मानु बुझे remote मोहन border villages खान ते थका भी Nagamis बुझे इधर खान plan है ना नहीं
Yes, we do have plans. So with as we are striving towards attaining the ODF plus status, so we are giving a lot of importance to effectively implement the IEC. So we have, as you mentioned, yes, we have just started, in fact, using videographies, using social medias to reach wide population.
That's
okay,
perfect.
To create
That's
awareness. So recently, in fact, we have produced one short video of water quality testing. So the the importance and the usage of field testing kit. That is actually we give it to the water and sanitation committee.
Watson committee.
Yes, and other village functionaries so that they can test their water qualities. So that is one. We have just launched that video. And the video has been made in Nagamis because our focus target is the rural areas. So those are there, and then we in SBM phase 2 we are concentrating. We are focusing on social media and mass media, so that we would be able to showcase the work that we have done under Swachh Bharat mission.
I see. Acha. That's very good because. Well, the Nagamis is something which is very difficult to write because it doesn't have a script. But vocally, verbally, it is the easiest medium of communication. Of course, I have experienced different Naga regions speaking different style of communicating in Nagamis as well. But we can all, your IEC consultants can always take care of those things, pre-test them and put it to the public for consumption. Moving on to Engineer Wanjambeni, I wanted to ask about the criteria for a village to be declared as ODF plus.
Okay, like our HRD consultant have mentioned, SBMG Phase 2 component is not just about building infrastructures. A certain village have to keep a status.
Okay.
For a village to declare as ODF plus, to get in order to get that status,
okay,
there are certain criteria to be fulfilled by the particular village. So, firstly, all households in the village should have access to toilet facility, functional. That should be functional.
Okay.
And the second point is all schools, Anganwati centers, panchayat halls, or community halls should also have access to functional toilet, and that also male-female unit, separate male and female unit. And thirdly, all public places in the village are observed to have minimal litter, minimal stagnant water, and no plastic waste dumps. And the fourth, at least 80% of the households and schools, Angawatis and panchayat committee halls should have arrangement for managing biodegradable waste. And the fifth is 80% should that those above 80% households, schools, and Gawati should have arrangement for managing liquid waste.
I see.
And the sixth is the village should have a plastic segregation unit and collection system. And the last criteria is every village.
That is the eighth criteria.
The seventh.
Okay,
the seventh criteria. Okay. That is, the village should prominently display IEC messages and in painting or billboards.
I see.
Through wall bendings or billboards, IEC messages, at least 5 ODF plus IEC messages. So those are the criteria. If a particular village fulfill all these criteria, they will be tagged with ODF plus village.
I see.
So after all the in a particular district, after all the villages are declared, that district can be declared as ODF plus district. And then only our state, Nagaland, will be an ODF plus state. So those are the criteria.
Well, so many criteria there, but there are certain things that is very important, and functional toilet, that is important thing we must keep in mind. We can't have everybody shooting and hitting the jungle, although we live in such beautiful places in our villages. But the government has planned for all the houses to have their toilet, functional toilet. Schools sab to toilet thakibole lage, functional. Chula bole para matlab to toilet banai dise chula bole na para edu noy, chula bole para. Aro tate maiki laga side alag, mutta laga side alag, etu chuli bole para. Public laga holibi. Aro of course itu school de, gore de, community de toilet laga value do toilet laga importance to janilo chagule do surely mohan bal message bi likhigine rakhibole paribo aro tate he mohan bosti do more laga bosti olibi apnar la bosti do open defecation free kogina nam dibole paribo itu of course enega kurina aste aste busti sob te hoise gule district to open defecation free district naga hobo itu garne itu bal bra janibi bachcha khan holibi itu janibi toilet to toilet kuribi dusra nu kuribi tate kagos phekabo ki kurubo itu nu kuribi nohole cho गुटका लगा कवर फेकागिने तो टॉयलेट ते जाइने खाबो ताते फेकाबो इतु भी नकुरबी ना और कुंबा मनु तो इतु भी फेकाय थाके इतु नकुरबी ब्लॉक हो जाबो दुवने इतु खान निजेर लगा बस्ती लगा আছে निजेर लगा আছে इतु भाबिगिने ओनरशिप राखिबोले लागे और very important point Swachh Bharat mission is talking to us about plastic waste mohan azikali recently WhatsApp te pani pura tamde nala do plastic kham pura loigine jaise aro tate manu khan hasi hasi kine o jaise tahan na enega dikhisi de moi to itu saikine khushi pa nai mon duk lagise itu to mohan laga carelessness mohan aware na thaka karne itu phekai thakise to aro itu bar to pani loi jaise piche de pani loi na jagine block hoigine flat hoise gule kine ga hobo itu garne nala te plastic ne pegabi plastic pi alak kurigine dispose kurubule lage mohan sob itu mohan IEC khamra mohan ki hikai ase mohan government laga program alak alak te duhan mohan sob ke hikai ase itu bujigine chulabule lage itu janibule lage now moving on to Tenuso how can the community contribute in achieving ODF plus?
Well, the achievement of Swachh Bharat mission objective is through continued behavior change communication and strengthening the capacity building. So in order to do that, the community involvement is very important. Community plays a very essential role. And when we are talking about Swachh Bharat mission, it's about a people's movement. So yes, the department is trying to penetrate to the communities and to create awareness about the importance of sanitation and hygiene. But this being a people's movement, until and unless the community actively participate and involve in all the implementation stages of SBM phase 2, it will be a very difficult task. So the community can contribute by participating in say one of the objective is ODF sustainability. So the community can contribute by sustaining the ODF status in the villages. Okay, and then the second objective is solid liquid waste management. So here under this objective also the community can contribute by following the measures by when it comes to solid waste management. It's the effective management of solid waste. Solid waste, so this includes the management of biodegradable waste by compost pit, as we have discussed. So the community can contribute by reducing the waste, by effectively managing their solid waste, and then segregating the waste, the wet waste and the dry waste, and then treat the biodegradable waste, and then support the solid liquid waste management activities. The community can also contribute by actively involving and bringing a sense of ownership. Okay, so the existing solid and liquid waste management facilities and assets needs to be maintained and cleaned by who? By the community. So as far as sanitation and hygiene is concerned, until and unless the users maintain it, we cannot achieve that sanitation standard. So as I mentioned, the community needs to contribute in all the aspect, in all the implementation phase of Swachh Bharat mission. Then only we would be able to attain the status of ODF plus.
That's very important. Truly said. Government para program to damada mane holibi more khan government bra program anya do mohan kane ani je etu noy kine government laga building na glass ball ekta thakile pathor ekta uthakine phangai dibo government laga moi bosti manu more laga etu noy neighbor laga ase gule to bui lage de panchayat te matibo to na holibi mohan government laga ase goina mohan etu hisab nokre etu nisna etia apnar tanusokwa hisab te moi understand kura do Swachh Bharat Mission bra apnar PhD department bra higine PhD department bra higine apnar kham bra hikai dibo ki modok dibula ase dibo busti de kon thakibo PhD no hoy to officer sab kan ahigine no bohibo to busti de moi bohibo moi busti manu etu garne moi laga toilet banai dise etu toilet to mohe sabole lage to apnar hosa ko ase mohe sabole lage amar busti manu mokhane sabole lage mokhane safa kurine cholabole lage enega hoise gule mor laga busti apnar la busti safa thakibo aro etu Swachh Bharat Mission laga sustainability etu do success hobo etu garne bal bra babi sabi etu busti letera ase gule kon laga busti letera ase PhD laga busti no he to etu apnar laga busti mola busti sapa taga idu babi bole lagibo onjombe ni apna logo aro ekta hodi bole mon taga do how is the PhD department planning to implement so many beautiful things you have said and I know in our Naga society to get support and participation positively it will up by a good to Maybe I hear though. This is a beautiful thing that is going to happen, and it is you are putting all the efforts. How are you going to go about this one?
Okay, SBMG Phase 2 is ongoing since 2021, and currently we're in the second year. So the department have rolled out the PIP, Project Implementation Plan, for this till 2024. So every district will be covered phase-wise. We cannot complete in one go, but phase-wise. And as mentioned before, the department is currently focusing on IEC and capacity building. And the first and foremost tool, important tool for the success of this mission. And during this 2021, we have some few plastic waste management block units which are coming up in some district. So if we complete that, we'll have some ODF villages this year, in the current year. ODF plus villages in the current year. So each district have different challenges, issues, topography, and likewise, the department is working on coming up with a model village in every district.
I see.
So that all the components will be implemented in that particular village, and that will set an example for the other villages also. So be it usage of toilets, be it solid waste management system, be it liquid waste management system, be it community or IEC or everything. The village community takes it as my waste, my responsibility, everything. That become that very particular model village will become model for the other village. So the department is working on that, and the divisional office. There are divisional officers in every district, so they are also working hard for smooth implementation of this program.
This is an open question because in every program, in every project, in every mission, we go out with the good motive to do good things, and but in the process a monitoring has to be done. So how is your monitoring system?
We have an integrated management information system, MIS, of SBMG. So like in phase 1, all the IHHL that were constructed were geotagged. Every single household, individual household latrines which were constructed were geotagged. So likewise, we have a monthly progress reporting system also. And so in the same way, the phase 2, all the assets of solid waste, liquid waste will be geotagged through that portal, through a mobile app. Through a mobile app.
I see.
So in that's how we monitor and progress. Monitor the progress of SBMG.
I see. I see. Well, I can only say my best wishes and my request to all the viewers, all our people, you know, in Nagaland, let us give our cooperation, our support, our participation. Then only we can have something concrete coming up. Otherwise, if we don't give that full support, then no good initiative will materialize. And so with that note, Engineer Hunjang Beni Tenuso, thank you so much for coming to the studio, and we look forward to have you in the more sessions so that the more informations and the progress of your project be taken to our viewers as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So do continue to watch DD Nagaland, and we will bring all this important information, awareness to you, and hopefully we as a Naga society, we will grow into a better, positive community society. Thank you, and bye-bye.